Welcome back to Common Sense. I'm Wendy Bell. It used to be that the media's job was to report the news. It used to be that we believed the media when they acted as though they were reporting the news. In fact, it used to be that we all believed the media when they reported the news because we had no earthly idea how much they sucked. The slant, the propaganda, I don't care how you vote, it should infuriate you. We know all of this now. It is a new day, a golden age, an enlightenment. So many of us have cut the cord. We've canceled our subscriptions. Newspaper circulation is down like 70% since the 1990s. TV news ratings, just since, 2020, they've plunged by more than half. It's nuts. SpongeBob reruns regularly beat CNN in prime time, for crying out loud. The demise of the news isn't just real. It's being super accelerated by President Trump's new administration that has carved out the media by going directly to you. Press releases, live news updates, televised cut-ins of Trump signing orders, daily email blasts, pushes on social media. Donald Trump is telling you what he's doing directly, so you have all the facts. And the most interesting part here, the media doesn't even know it's happening. Let's bring back our panel. Chris Arps co-hosts the Tim Jones and Chris Arps show on News Talk St. Louis, 101.9 and 94.1 FM. Andrea Kaye hosts the Andrea Kaye Show on The Answer San Diego, 96.1 FM and AM 1170. And Rich Valdez hosts Rich Valdez America at Night on Westwood 1 out of New York. All right, Andrea, let's start with you. Every day I get emails from the White House Office of Communications. I love this. They tell me when President Trump is traveling, with whom he speaks, the details about his executive orders. These emails even debunk fake news, you guys, that the media tries to peddle. This from the White House to we the people thing isn't just refreshing. This is a total game changer. Andrea, jump in here.
Well, it was absolutely a game changer in this election as the Democrats and in Congress, as well as in the legacy media, were lamenting the fact that 19% of voters who voted for Trump never watched any of the legacy media outlets. And that now they're even trying to blame Joe Rogan for the fact that she never went on the Joe Rogan show. They're trying to figure out how can they suppress all these alternative media opportunities out there. Look, what's going on right now is an extension actually of what Trump did so magnificently in 2015 and 2016, which is why they blocked him on Twitter. He speaks directly to the people. He tells them what he's going to do. He tells them that he's done it, and Americans get to celebrate. And that's why these Democrats, all their hysteria over everything that Trump is doing right now is falling on deaf ears, because this is what Americans voted for, promises made, promises kept.
Right on. Chris, you've been a fixture in St. Louis for a long time. Is this amazing to you to see Trump do this? To just carve through everything and just go directly to the people?
In that, in media, just his whole presidency. I tell you what is really also a game changer and is what is refreshing is our 27-year-old White House speaker who speaks for the president, seeing her do the job. She's qualified to do the job. She doesn't need any binders to do the job. And to see a young person like that have that responsibility shows that Donald Trump may be an older president, but he knows where the future is. And he is a master marketer, and he knows that the media has changed. People watch and listen to podcasts on their own time. And so that's why podcasts like Joe Rogan and other podcasts are so popular. 30 million people saw the Trump interview on Joe Rogan. Only a couple of 100,000 watched it on cable news network. Trump is a genius when it comes to marketing, and he knows where the people are.
You're right. Rich, President Trump's White House, they've even rolled out this new social media account, and I think you guys should try to follow it. It's called the Rapid Response Account. It's the Rapid Response Account of the Trump White House, and it says it's going to hold fake news accountable. The president and his cabinet, Rich, can speak directly to us anytime about anything. Is the mainstream media's strangle on the people officially over, do you think?
I hope that it is, Wendy. I'm going to tell you, it's definitely loosened up, and it's a great thing. I love it. I've been following the Rapid Response account, and I can tell you every day they call out a number of fake news hoaxes, and they're labeled as such, which is fantastic. It's fake news hoax, right? And they start calling them out. And it's great because, honestly, the disinformation, misinformation, propaganda is coming in faster than probably since the last time I seen it like this was Russia, Russia, Russia. when they said that Trump was urinating on prostitutes in Russia and this and that and the other thing, right? So all of that, he was a foreign agent, by the way. So when all of that was going on, that was the last time I saw this much propaganda. But even with respect to like immigration, they were putting out all these videos, Mexicans, Hispanics, saying, "Oh my God, I voted for Trump. I feel bad. They deported my grandmother." Fake, phony, and fraud, right? Just lies after lies after more lies. I've been challenging people saying, look, if those people really were deported, please bring their family on my show. I've got a lot of listeners, and I'd love for them to tell their story. Nobody's taking me up on the offer. Why? Because it's fake, it's phony, and it's fraud. So the White House needs to continue doing what they're doing, keep their foot on the gas and calling it out, because it's coming like I haven't seen it before.
Right. Andrea, the mainstream news is married to the Democratic Party. We know this. So when polls like this come out from Quinnipiac showing Democrats are underwater by 26 points, I mean, that is the worst I've ever seen it. It's terrible. Is the media understanding that America's approval of them is even worse?
Do I think they're understanding it? Yes. And I think they're trying to figure out how they can continue their propaganda and their lies, despite everything that we've just been talking here about the truth making its way to the American people. And that's really the dilemma for them. Because, look, the Democrats and the legacy media has been their spokesholes for many years now. They can't sell their agenda with honesty, with truth, with facts. They don't have any achievements. All they can do is lie to the American people. And when the American people are turning them off and going directly to the source, Trump himself, his cabinet, his accounts, his social media, they're watching him in the White House, like that event he had yesterday with all those young girls. I mean, it just busts through them. And that's why we're seeing so many of the top tier talent at these outlets go bye-bye as they're trying to figure out. Now, some of the outlets, like the Commie News Network, has brought in a token conservative, and he's supposedly taking them to task every night. But look, until they start delivering some truth to the American people, they're going to go bye-bye along with Jim Acosta.
I'm going to give you, Chris, the last 30 seconds, my man. Is this what Charlie Sheen means when he says winning?
I think it's most definitely winning. It's almost getting too much. No, it's not too much. Wendy, I've got a question for you, though. Now that the White House briefing room is being opened up for new media seats, there's been 12,000 applications. Are you going to throw an application in?
My man, I already did. You'll be the first I call.
News here. I've been thinking about
You'll be the
myself.
first call I make. Thanks, guys. I love having you here. It's
Thanks,
great.
Wendy.
Thank you.